Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for the week of June 19th to the 25th. First card out for you is happy, happy. I mean, look at that. First card out, we see happiness. Can we ask for anything better? I'm also seeing balloons here, and it's reminding me of like a birthday party, which I mean, honestly, is it really that surprising? We're at the tail end of Gemini season, so happy birthday if you're celebrating a birthday this week. Also here, I'm just seeing a lot of just generally exciting things going on. I noticed that they're standing on an egg with a little keyhole in it, and eggs represent fertility, something about to be born, something's about to be hatched. The key to a brand new fresh start is here, and you're feeling really excited. Also, if you're not having a birthday, I just see a general celebration going on here, or maybe you're planning for a big birthday celebration or event. To me, it just feels like a lot of excitement in the air, a lot of happiness in the air, so that is nice to see. We have the earthworm coming out as your spirit animal this week. And to me, I'm thinking of earthworms like aerating the soil, preparing the soil for beautiful, beautiful plants to emerge. They're very important creatures. They keep the soils fertile. You know, if you're into gardening like I am, you know that it's a good thing to have worms. So I just feel like at this time, there's a lot of preparation going on in your life. Some of you guys might be preparing for a big event like a wedding, a huge birthday party, a baby, maybe moving, a new job. Also, I'm seeing here though, if you're not planning any event like that, you're just generally like kind of settling into a brand new routine or just a brand new way of thinking in life where your foundation of self-love and self-care is really firm, really there. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of happiness in your reading and lots of like preparing for new blessings to come forward. Even if you don't know what those blessings are just yet, just know that taking care of yourself and staying tuned in with your self-love is preparing for beautiful new blessings to enter your life and huge changes. We have clairvoyance coming through as your angel message this week. It says, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Clairvoyance, man, it's a gift. It is a big, big blessing to be clairvoyant. So I would say pay attention to any dreams that you have this week. Pay attention to any visualization. Sometimes people just have the ability to visualize an outcome, or just they have a feeling that a certain outcome is going to come through, and it does. You definitely strike me as someone having that ability. And pay attention to that. Like if you just have a feeling, for example, that someone's going to reach out to you, that's probably what's going to go down. If you just have a feeling that events are going to unfold in a certain way, it's probably going to unfold that way. Even if it's like something you don't necessarily want to happen, the ability to perceive that so clearly will give you the time and opportunity to change it into an outcome that you do want to see. So really utilize your clairvoyance this week. Notice how you're visualizing something and really use that to the best of your abilities. You know, use that for your own benefit. So we're going to pull 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Heaven and Earth Tarot. First card out for you is the 4 of Wands in reversed, perfected work. Now, this is what it looks like upright. This is honestly the card of marriage. It's the card of celebration, like we just saw. It's in reverse, so it's like we're preparing for something like that. A lot of you guys are preparing for some type of big event. Now, for others of you, I'm actually seeing here that something that you thought would be very long-term and successful in your life may no longer be. And this could even be like someone you thought you were going to marry. It might have not worked out in the past, or something that you really wanted, it didn't come through in the past. The first card out in these tarot readings to me always represents the past couple of weeks and months, what you've been recently going through. And so I feel like with the 4 of Wands in reversed, I don't know, there is a change of plans. It feels like a change of what you thought was going to happen for you long term, some type of big celebration of life. There might have been some changes there. There might have even been like a separation, a breakup for some of you. Second card out, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, material trouble. Okay, you're definitely not alone. I just want to say that. To me, someone's feeling out in the cold. Someone is feeling, and I don't know who this is in your life, so you're going to have to use your own intuition. someone is feeling like they're no longer a part of your life, a part of the planning, and that makes them really sad. Now, for some of you, this could be like, say you're planning a wedding. Maybe if your aunt is someone who helped raise you a lot, consider that they may want to be a little bit more part of the process of planning if you want them to. You don't have to. Having someone else feel out in the cold, it doesn't mean it's your responsibility. This could also be, for example, an ex who thought they could see something super long-term with you, like a wedding. They might have screwed it up, you might have screwed it up, whatever. They're just feeling that separation extra hard right now. I'm just really feeling this energy of feeling left out in the cold, like I'm not a part of the plans. And to me, it feels more external. Like, I don't feel like you're feeling this way. It feels like someone is feeling this way about you and your life. Like, oh, I wish I could be a part of that. I wish I could, I don't know. They're just feeling a loss here. So it could be really anyone in your life. Listen to your intuition. It could be good, could be bad. Listen to your intuition there. Third card out for you is the Four of Cups. Blended pleasure. It seems that there is some type of time out message, some type of I don't know, feeling dissatisfied. Again, I feel like this is someone external to you for some reason. Like, they had their opportunity to be a part of your life. They had every opportunity to call you, to reach out, to start acting appropriately, but they didn't. To me, it just feels like someone, I honestly feel like someone is really feeling like they're missing out on your life, or they are just feeling resentful, but here's the thing, it feels like it's their own fault. It feels like it's their own fault that they're feeling out in the cold. Does that make sense? So for example, like if you have a family member who never ever accepted you, who never wanted to support you, who just never wanted to reach out, they didn't really put in an effort to maintain a healthy relationship with you. Now that you're celebrating life, now that you're happy, you're succeeding, you have all this good stuff going on, now they're feeling out in the cold. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. So I wouldn't be feeling too worried about it. And honestly, I'm getting a very minimal emotional reaction from you from this. To me, it feels like there's a lot of energy being sent your way from someone like this. Like, oh, I'm missing out. Oh, I am, I wish I could be there. And you are probably picking up on that clairvoyantly. You are probably understanding, like, just having a feeling, a nudge. Like, I just feel like this person misses me. I feel like, they're regretting their actions, whatever. Maybe coming up in readings as well. But that's not your problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your problem. So, second row out for you, fourth card, we have the King of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. This is both you and someone else in your life external. There's a really good supportive influence here. Divine masculine influence who is here to stay. They are a pillar in your life. They are someone who is not going anywhere. They strive to make you feel secure, cared for. They take you out on dates if it's romantic, or even not romantic, they take you out. They want to get you gifts. They want to celebrate your successes. They've always been there for you consistently. To me, this person is going to be really, really healing for you, especially if previously, we had this Four of Wands in reverse. It just feels like something that was supposed to be long-term didn't work out. And maybe it's because they didn't offer enough for you. Whoever this was, it's just like they weren't there for you enough. And it's interesting, there's like a second person in your life, there's a different person in your life who is there for you, who does show you the love that you deserve. And, they're the ones who are going to be the biggest pillar here. They're the ones actively involved in all the planning, all of the happiness going on, actively involved in your life. So it's like, this other person who really didn't want to put in anything more than the bare minimum, they really shouldn't be complaining. It seems to be a self-made storm of theirs, and it's not something that you should be worried about. Also, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles as you here, where you might have always been a really giving, very generous, loving individual, always wanting to go out with people you love, spoil them, make them feel supported, and be consistent there, always consistent with communication, and you just deserve the same energy back. So I feel like you might have realized that in the past, and might have retracted your energies a little bit from someone or something, and now they're really feeling the implications of that, really feeling the lack of your communication, the lack of your love. But it's like, listen, it's not that you love them any less, it's just you have healthy boundaries now, and sometimes people, get really angry at it. Sometimes people refuse to look in the mirror to see how they create their own problems. And I just feel that energy so heavily with someone in your life. But then you have someone else who is really treating you right. They are a pillar here. And it's like, you can't be jealous, you know? That person can't be jealous of this other person. Center of your spread is the Hierophant in reversed. Okay, again, another marriage card, but it's in reversed. So to me, you're either planning a wedding, or for the majority of you, it's just like going your own way. You might have separated yourself from someone who you thought you were going to marry, or who you thought was going to be a long-term person in your life. The Hierophant in reverse, though, is really, to me, saying you are refinding your own sense of independence. Okay, so the Hierophant upright would give you the advice of having a mentor, a guide, listening to the advice of others, but it's coming out in reverse. So it's saying like, no, trust your own intuition. And honestly, sometimes when this is in reverse, it can say there may be someone in your energy field who's giving you bad advice, or who is negatively influencing your decision-making skills. So again, tune into your own clairvoyance. You have a certain visualization of how you want things to go, and that is what should be your guide for how things go. Okay, so I would say be mindful of other people's advice this week. Really trust your own intuition, trust what feels right to you, trust your own guides, trust your own signs and symbols here. And you may be making a decision that is not necessarily supported by everyone. It might not be the traditional decision. This is Luna, by the way. She always shows up in readings when someone needs a snuggle, so she's sending you all of her snuggly energy. I don't know. I'm just seeing here, you may be making a decision that may not be the traditional choice. Like say you're throwing a wedding, for example, or a birthday party. Normally people would invite like everyone in their life to that, but you may be making the decision like, I don't want to invite this family member, I don't want to invite this person because they honestly don't give as much to the relationship as I give to them or have in the past. So it's like you don't get to be a part of the special day. I don't know, it's something like that. Sixth card out for you is the Queen of Wands. Look at you. This is you and someone else in your life as well. To me, I just feel this big shift here. You are really focusing on the mature relationships and the mature people in your life who have an equal give and take. And also this is you as well. And speaking of Luna, there she is. Oh, no bye. Are you coming out in the cards? This to me is like knowing what you want and you get it. She's directly on the cards right now. Knowing what you want and getting that. And this is someone who is a really good leader. They take the initiative, and this is again showing someone else now. This is like a third person coming out in your reading who has ideas and they actually take initiative. Like this is someone who actually makes plans with you, who actually comes up with ideas, who actually works with you in life and is there for you. To me, this person, like the Queen of Wands, is always a really great leader, very charming, very warm, has a lot of life experience, well-traveled, well-read, all that good stuff. And they don't think that they're above anyone for that. Like they still put in an effort to make sure they're doing their part here. So to me, it just feels like you're surrounded by all these lovely people who are kind of healing things that you went through in the past. Because I feel like you experienced the opposite in the past. Someone who might have had a bit of an ego, like, oh, I don't need to put in that much effort towards this. I don't need to, like they just gave the bare minimum or less. And now you have people who really want to give more than the bare minimum. They want to love you properly. They want to go out with you and create beautiful memories. And so you're just surrounded by really awesome people. So it's like you don't feel the need to keep maintaining a connection with these people who aren't like that anymore, to be honest with you. Also, I see you taking a greater leadership role in your own life. Luna, please don't eat that. Taking a bigger leadership role in your own life and just taking more action towards what makes you happy and your goals. So now we're going to tune into the third row, the seventh card out. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah. See, here's the thing. With this former person that is like exiting your life, they met a lot of your needs, sure. It was a good relationship, sure. But there was just that one cup missing. Do you see here how like they're all perfectly stacked up, but then there's something missing here. So it's like, I can't continue building this little pyramid of cups because this cup is missing. You don't have this critical thing that I need to feel fulfilled in this relationship, in this connection. Or, maybe if it's a job or something, like there's something here that is really important for me to have in order to keep growing, and it's missing. So I have to go out on my own now to find that missing cup. And so I do see a separation for some people here, walking away from something or someone who, you had a really good connection with them, you enjoyed it, you wish it could have grown more, but there was just something missing here. And that could have been healthy communication, that could have been taking initiative, going out, wanting to spoil you, wanting to show you love and affection. It just might have been missing. So it's like, I gotta go out and be in the separation. And during the separation, the universe is really bringing awesome people in your life to show you what that missing cup was. Examples of what you deserve, essentially. 8th card out is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, expect the unexpected this week. Really positive stuff. Luck is definitely on your side. There is huge shifts and changes happening for you this week with the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And also, let's take a look at the surrounding cards. Let's see the last card, actually. Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, yeah. And this, oh gosh. There's 2 queens here right on top of each other. One's upright, one's in reverse. To me, I keep getting a visualization of this could be you and a female family member, but it doesn't have to be. I'm also getting another visualization of this is you and a former partner. Queen of Swords reversed, this person's really feeling out in the cold, really feeling separated and kind of bitter, to be honest. Also, I feel like this is the energy you have to project to that person, just this coldness. In order to kind of separate yourself, your attachment to them, you have to be a little bit cold in order to do that. Maybe you always just outpoured so much love to them, reached out every day, texting, calling, whatever, and it's I have to be a little bit cold to get over this person, to get over the situation, and they're just feeling bitter. So there's that. That aside, I am actually, let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune. What is changing around this? We see the 8 of Cups in reversed. We see the Queen of Swords in reversed. So what is changing is you're walking away from people and situations that simply they never gave you enough. And they always acted like you were the problem. I'm sorry that you're, feeling sad, that you're crazy or whatever. I'm doing my best. And they always had an excuse. I'm doing my best. What are you talking about? I give in this connection. I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. But it's not showing up in their actions. And that is what's changing. You're no longer tolerating things like that. And this Wheel of Fortune is coming out underneath the Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this could even be in career and other areas of your life where it's you are simply not giving enough. You're simply lacking. And I am no longer tolerating that. My intuition has been telling me, I deserve better. I'm no longer tolerating that. And because you make this mental shift, beautiful, beautiful blessings and fortune comes in for you. So it's the universe is oh, okay, so you're no longer tolerating the bare minimum. You tolerating the bare minimum may have tied you to tied up in different areas of your life. If you accepted the bare minimum in relationships, for example, you might have noticed, only having enough money to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck as well, because you were operating from this vibration of, I will accept the bare minimum. So the universe is okay, here's the bare minimum. Now that you're no longer accepting that, expect really good fortune to come in your way. Many beautiful people and circumstances that want to spoil you. And this is money, this is relationships, this is just general life experiences, anything that's going on, even in a house. Maybe you think you can only afford the bare minimum in a house, and it's well, actually, why don't we splurge a little bit? And instead of just getting what we need, let's take a look at our wants list. What do we want here as well? We're diving into that territory where it's beyond the bare minimum, beyond basic necessities. We're now able to splurge a bit and actually take a look at things that we want, that we don't necessarily need. And it's just a really good energy. I love it for you. And you're just kind of glowing and thriving because you're in this energy. And that is why some people are bitter. So don't go back to the haters. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you all for joining me. This looks like a lovely week for you. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. Subscribe to the channel if you did not already, and you can go ahead and watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus this week for the fullest overview of the week ahead. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye.